Hi plant friends, I've got a lot of plants in my collection, but today I'm showing you the top 10 plants in my collection. First up is the Hoya Imbracata Red. Now this one can be a very challenging plant. I keep it under a cloche. It's a very ugly cloche with a paper towel that I use as a shade cloth. The main thing is that this cloche works. If you plan on getting one of these babies, you've got to remember to keep them warm and humid. The temperature in the cloche was about 31 degrees Celsius and the humidity was 50%. She was a bit dry, so I suspect after the watering, the humidity will rise to about 80%. This plant is number 10 on my list because of the beauty of the leaves and the way it grows. I really enjoy the shingling and the unusual texture of the leaves. A must-have if you can find this plant in your area. Number 9 is the totem pole cactus. This one is such an easy gem to take care of. As long as you've got a bright sunny spot, this plant will thrive. And for watering, you don't need a lot of water. I simply squeeze the totem pole. If it's soft, then I know it needs water. If it's still firm, no water is needed. And I just leave it in a bright spot and it's happy as pie. Number 8 is the Plumeria. I am so happy spring is here. We've been getting some nice, intensely bright spring days, and the Plumeria is loving it. She's broken dormancy and she's producing a lot of leaves. I'm hoping since she's in a bright spot with more than 12 hours of sunshine each day, she's going to produce lots of flowers over the summer. The blooms on the Plumeria are so beautiful and very fragrant too. Now in the fall I move this plant back inside. As soon as cool temperatures hits, she starts to lose all of her leaves. Then I only water her once a month. Number 7 is the burro's tail. This plant is very easy, but there can be some challenges. If you knock leaves off or scorch the plant, the leaves will fall off. The leaves don't grow back. That is the challenge with this plant. So I'm gonna have to cut her and plant her in some fresh soil in the fall. Number 6 is the Euphorbia amac. Now this plant is so beautiful. Look at these leaves. Now I've noticed whenever there's leaves, it means that she's growing. She's grown about 2 to 3 inches since I brought her home. Now she's in a very sunny spot. She gets sun from about noon till sunset, and I water her once a month. Now I know she can handle full sun and I should move her out to the balcony, but this is a precious plant to me and I don't want to get her sunburned. Number 5 is the Euphorbia miliai, or crown of thorn. Now walking into the room, all you can see is her blooms. This beauty requires a lot of sunlight and a lot of water. If she doesn't get any one of those, she starts to pout by losing leaves. Now that it's summer, she's producing a lot of pups. And I noticed from one of the old flower spikes, all the flowers fell off, but from the tip, she's producing pups. It's so unusual. I'm gonna have to watch this and see how it goes. Number 4 is the Hoya compacta. I've had this plant in my collection for 4 years, and the last 2 years she's produced blooms. Guess what? The blooms smell like chocolate. It's such a beautiful fragrance. She's pretty much fragrant throughout the day. I can smell her in the morning and I can smell her at nighttime too. I keep her in a nice sunny window. She gets about 5 hours of direct sunlight each day. Sometimes it can be a bit much, but I find that she likes it and she's thriving in the spot she's in, so I'm not moving her. Number 3 is the Dichidia pestinoides or imbracata. Take a look at this beauty. Produces flowers and the spikes are sequential. She has a fragrant that's just a light honey smell, a little gentle sweet scent to this plant. It's not overpowering at all, but when you come close to the plant you can get a slight whiff of honey. It's so beautiful. Now this plant, I keep it in a very sunny spot as well. It's right next to the Hoya compacta in the window, and it gets about 4 hours of sunlight each day. Now I know when to water this plant. When these leaves start to get a little bit wrinkled, that's when I know that it needs watering. It's an easy plant to take care of. It's pretty much like a succulent. Number 2 is the 3 orchids in one pot. Now, if you have plants, you definitely need orchids in your collection, especially the moth orchids, just the regular ones that you get at the grocery store. They're such reliable bloomers. As long as you give them some cool temperature in the fall, they'll produce flowers for you in the winter. This plant has been blooming since December. Now it's June and I still have flowers. Such a reliable beauty. Number 1 plant in my collection is the Phalaenopsis bellina. This plant is absolutely stunning. The color on the flowers and the leaves are so beautiful, and guess what? She's very fragrant. She smells a bit like cinnamon and roses. I keep this plant in a very bright spot. She's in a southern window with shears, so she's getting filtered sunlight, and I also keep her under grow light, so she's getting about 12 hours of grow light each day. Such a gorgeous plant. Thanks for watching, plant friends. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment, and follow me on Instagram at Life of Bellina.